I was in a bad way with the diet until I actually found the forum, and Dr. Graham has answered so many questions for me. And all of a sudden, after sort of 11 months, the diet is really working for us now. I'm finding it easy, and I'm not worrying. I'm not using chronometer as much because my weight was a big worry. I kept losing a pound and gaining a pound. But since I've stopped worrying about it, I seem to be staying steady with my weight. I really, and because for me, I was so ill when I started the diet, I've seen such tremendous changes. I feel such tremendous changes in myself that I could never turn back and go back the route that I was going down, because I was killing myself.
Yes, what started you on a search for a new diet?
I tell you what started me on the search. My stepdaughter, but she's about 10 years younger than myself. She was rushed into hospital. She'd had a few heart attacks, and she refused. She refused to have stents or anything done. She said she was going to go away and do the Gerson diet, and I was really, really worried. And I thought, because I've had a triple heart bypass myself, and I've had sort of 7 or 8 angiograms, I thought, well, can you send me the information, what you're looking at? And she sent me the information, and I was just about to have a tooth implant done. And somewhere on the Gerson diet, it said, whip all this out. So I went down another route. I just went down another route. And I did juice for 4 or 5 weeks, only juiced. And that's where I lost most of the weight when I did the juicing. And then I found Paul, he does the 80-10-10, Paul and Julia.
Yes.
And they coached me for a little while, and they pushed Dr. Graham's 80-10-10 book. And after reading the 80-10-10 book, but reading it lots of times, everything seemed to fall into place. I've just done the 80-10-10 diet now I've been raw for 11 months, but I actually started doing the less fat because I made the big mistake that everybody else did and had too much fat in the diet. And so I've been doing the 80-10-10 about 4 months now, 5 months. And I'm just amazed by how I feel.
And what kind of changes have you noticed in those 4 or 5 months?
Everything. I'd gone from I had herpes, vertigo really, really badly. I used to be laid up in bed quite often with osteoarthritis, and they used to give me cortisone injections and nerve tablets, and I was laid up in bed with, and that was just awful. Not being able to care for my husband or anything. I was on sleeping tablets. I was on nerve tablets. For my heart, I was on maybe, all the tablets you get when you've got a heart problem. But now, since day one, the only thing that happened was the E. coli. All the symptoms, my heart, everything. I haven't had anything. I don't feel like I've got any of those problems anymore. Definitely, I feel like I did when I was 20, because when I was 20, I didn't smoke. And I feel as good as I can do it, the things that I did when I was 20. You asked me to paraglide or anything, and I can do that now. Whereas before, I was just ready for the grave, really. I was just deteriorating, and I'm finding it very hard to get around. It was was bad.
That's
But
amazing.
now,
That's amazing, Della.
it is. It's just, and this is why I would like to pass the word as best, because I think everybody needs to know that it is what you eat that determines the way that you're going to be.